job for us and teaching us how to do what we need to do in the technology, because real estate, let's face it, is all technology and then a little bit of effort. So without any further ado, I'd like to introduce Annette Anthony, and thank you so much for coming.
Oh my goodness, you're welcome. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Thank you.
All right.
We really appreciate you being here. You know, time is really important, and we are going to share with you the story of EXIT. First, I want to share with you that in the real estate industry, there are 3 major problems that no one has been able to solve in the last 100 years. The first problem is filling in the gaps in between transactions. For real estate agents today, it's either feast or famine, right? Between transactions, there might be a long time in between before another transaction occurs. So that's a challenge in the industry. Number 2, planning for true retirement. Many agents who are ready to retire can't because they're not established, they have not set up a proper retirement. And number 3, should something happen to the real estate agent and they're no longer here living, who's going to take care of their family? So those are 3 of the challenges that we've seen in the industry. EXIT took time, thoughtful time, to think about what can we do to be part of the solution. So Steve Morris, he's our founder and chairman of EXIT Realty Corp International. EXIT's been around for 23 years. And prior to EXIT, Steve Morris actually came from the insurance industry, whereby you sell an insurance policy and you receive a commission, right? And then every year after, when that policy renews, you receive a residual every time that same policy renews. So Steve Morris was thinking, how do you take that concept and bring it into real estate? Now, he also worked for RE/MAX, and he was instrumental in growing the company. But there was a lot of those desk fees, those royalty fees, there was a lot of fees. So he wanted to figure out how can agents make more than 100% without the desk fees, without the royalty fees, and be able to solve those 3 issues that we talked about. Filling in the gaps in between transactions, true retirement, and then helping your family create a legacy. Steve Morris did that. So at EXIT, what's happened is EXIT is a company that's built by design, whereby it cares enough for each of its individual agents to personally mentor them to be more successful, because what's important is we want to point them to not only to financial security, but we want to make sure that every agent thrives. If the agents don't thrive in this industry, then the company doesn't thrive as well. So what's different? Our observation is most real estate companies, they focus on the numbers. They focus on numbers. They don't focus on the individual agents. And there's a challenge with that. If you may have seen, there could be offices where they have hundreds of agents. However, you might not know your broker very well. There's so many agents in the office, you're just a number. Welcome, glad that you could be here. My name's Annette. At EXIT, we focus on the individual agent to make sure that they're fully successful. And we do this in 5 ways. Number 1, our EXIT training. We provide tools for every agent, whether they're a rookie in the industry or whether they're seasoned in the industry. We want to make sure that every agent is thoroughly trained in the basics of real estate sales. So let me introduce you to our international training. We have wonderful trainers at EXIT. Kevin Ahern, Angel Tucker, Erica Nasby, Michael McCarran, Rick O'Neill. They do trainings in the office. They also do trainings online so that you can see them and interact, live and immersive and interactive. They do personality profiles. They also do ambassador training. They do field day where they actually take you out in the field and do door knocking. How many of you love to door knock?
I used to do that many years ago.
Right? But oftentimes it's you need that script. You need that person with you to just give you that encouragement. We provide that at EXIT. We're really proud of that. Now, we also have support, because you have to have tremendous support in order to be effective. We have franchise and agent support. Our franchise department welcomes everyone to EXIT. We actually send you a package with lots of information, but we also call every single agent. We think that's really important to make that personal connection and welcome you. We provide training for every broker owner, associate, administrator on the processes, the forms, various applications and features of EXIT. We have ongoing training and support with EXIT. One of the things that I really love is we have monthly agent, broker, and administrative webinars. So you can pull up a calendar in our resource center. There's always something going on. And we archive these webinars as well. So for you in the back of the room, we have presentations like how I peaked my business in a few short months. Who wouldn't want to watch that? You can watch that on demand and hear from real agents in the field, what did they do to be successful? So we have those webinars. Here's another one, step by step, the road to making $1 million a year. This is information of our exit associates doing what they love to do, and they're sharing specifically what are the scripts, when do they do their follow-up, what do they say, what do their marketing materials look like. They have all of that, and they give it to you in these webinars that you can go back and watch. We also do regional trainings and rallies and award recognitions here in Arizona. We're so fortunate that we have tremendous leadership. Keith and Deanna, they have events throughout all of Arizona where they invite their associates and their leadership to come and participate. And what happens, it creates wonderful camaraderie. We also, within each office, the local broker owners, they do trainings and all kinds of events. So again, people create that connectivity that's very important. Number two, we help each agent brand themselves so that they can take their brand into their community so that they can generate more leads. You see, the challenge in the industry is we have other brands who will just feed agents leads, but they've never been shown how do you properly go and generate your own business. And more importantly, how do you convert that business into customers like buyers and sellers? We teach you that. So what we understand is there are challenges when it comes to marketing yourself. There's 3 things that we've noticed: lack of consistent branding. There's also poor management or regular engagement with contacts. And then number 3, juggling multiple systems. So what we have is we have an excellent platform called EXIT Promo Shop, and it has thousands of marketing materials, all branding you, the exit associate. So no matter what you're sending, it will always have your branding on it. The best part is you're not gonna have to spend hours at night creating this yourself. It's already done for you so that you have more time to spend with your family. Inside of EXIT Promo Shop, they provide you with monthly newsletters so that every single month you have something of value that goes out. You also have email campaigns or print campaigns so that once you put them into your database, there's no chance for them to forget who you are. And more importantly, how can you serve them in their real estate needs? So we're very proud of that. For leads, what's really important, inside our resource center, you always have access to your leads. And these are your leads that you generate. We don't charge you for these leads, but we want to make sure that you have access to them 24/7. And that at any given time, you can go in and you can follow up with your leads. It keeps them all organized. Number 3, we seek out the latest technology tools available in the real estate industry, but more importantly, we teach you how to use them. This is our dream team. We've got John Lynn, he's our Director of Innovation and Technology. John Pax, he's our CTO, Chief Technology Officer. Rick Vandenberg, he oversees the architecture of Memo, which is our proprietary technology. Memo, actually, we're a Canadian company, you may or may not know. We are the only brand that originated in Canada and has been wildly successful in the US. We're also not a publicly traded company. Now, Rick Vandenberg, the architecture of Memo, which is managing exits momentum online, that helps manage our transactions. And what's amazing about Memo is we actually receive a grant from the Canadian government, about $250,000 to $300,000 a year, because of the capacity of this very unique technology of Memo. Because imagine at any given time, like Tuesday afternoon at 2 o'clock, 20,000 transactions happen at one given time. Our proprietary technology needs to understand, okay, all these transactions happening in our residual formula, how do we divvy up the percentages of our residual income, which we'll talk about in just a moment. So our technology is truly unique just to exit. Oh, and I can't forget Kinley Shell. He's our Vice President of Web Development. Now, Rick Vandenberg, he created amazing technology that you use every single day. Do you guys know what that is or what it could possibly be? It's spell check. Right? If it was autocorrect, I would have an issue, right? Because autocorrect doesn't always correctly say what I meant to say. These are genius, gentlemen, and they're just phenomenal. And they help make our technology applicable to the human behind the device. We're not creating technology for the headlines. There's enough companies out there, there's enough brands who create technology to create a distraction, okay? It's not a disruption in the industry, it's a distraction. You need simplicity. And at EXIT, we believe that by creating technology for the human behind the device, who's the human that I'm talking about? Who's the human?
Me.
It's you. It's you. But who else is the human behind the device? Your clients, your future buyer, your future seller. If the technology is difficult, forget it, right? They're just not going to engage. So we make sure that we're building tech for the human. We provide a lot of technology. We have a corporate website, EXITRealty.com. We have branded web pages, so you'll always have presence on the web, which is very important because consumers expect you to be on the web. We also have an incredible resource center in which you can dive into our resource center, everything that you need to brand yourself, to manage your branding, to stay connected, to manage your productivity is all in the resource center. Our technology is accessible on any device because we know you're going to have your phone, you're going to have your tablet, you're going to have your laptop. You have to be able to have the technology accessible on any device. We have completely paperless transactions. We also have free agent and brokerage websites. We have our expert marketing suite, which includes free geolocation lead generation technology, which we'll talk about here in just a second, branded and unbranded virtual tours, single property websites, flyers, and a lot more. We also provide free mobile business cards, which again, we'll get more in depth in just a moment. But what's important about a mobile business card is not all agents carry a business card in hand. Have you ever asked a real estate agent, do they have a business card, and they didn't happen to have one? Right? All the time. But we know that you never leave the house without your cell phone. So we always want to provide you with a tool where you can market yourself, you can brand yourself at any given moment. Mobile business cards are really important. We also provide franchise and agent support. You can call them, you can text them, you can email them, and we also have live chat because we believe communication is really important and you have to be able to access us as quickly as possible. So inside our resource center, we have a tremendous amount of tools for you. First I want to talk to you about is our expert marketing suite. Our EXIT websites. Our EXIT websites are simplistic, easy, they're beautiful. Within 30 minutes, you can set them up. And the importance of that is, again, when consumers are thinking about doing business with you, for instance, you have a listing appointment, or maybe you're going to meet with a buyer, they expect you to have a website. This is not, oh, maybe I'll get one. This is business critical to have one because you're handling the largest transaction that they'll ever make, right? So it's important that you do have the web presence. So we believe it's important that you're provided with a website. We also have our geolocation technology. So having a smart sign, you need a yard sign anyway, okay, to market your property that you are the listing agent. What we've done on our smart signs is we created a very simple call to action. The call to action is for pictures and pricing, text EXIT to 85377. When you text EXIT from your mobile device to 85377, you'll receive all the details about the property right to your phone. So think about the buyer who's in front of your listing. When they see the sign or your sign writer, the call to action is quite clear. So they're able to, on their mobile device, because sometimes if there's no flyers in the flyer box, right, how will you get more information about the home? With the Smart Sign geolocation technology, they're able to receive all the information right to your mobile device. So if a buyer is standing in front of your listing and they text EXIT to 85377, when they click on your listing, they'll get to see all the listing details right on their phone. And you, the listing agent, you'll receive an instant notification with the mobile number of the buyer who's looking at your property, which is amazing. Our agents are positioned to pick up the phone and call and say, hey, it's Deanna, you're looking at my property on 123 Mulberry Street. Such a cute house, I just listed it yesterday. When would you like to go in and see it? And the buyer is probably looking to the right and looking to the left, right? How did she know I was here? How did she know I was here? So this is powerful technology for our agents. In addition, we provide the Expert Marketing Suite. The Expert Marketing Suite helps position you to sell the home quickly. And further, it helps you get more listings as well. The Expert Marketing Suite for us is a big deal for you because when you get a listing, when your seller says, I want to choose you as my realtor, we think that's a big deal. That's a huge accomplishment on your part to get them to say yes. So we want to make sure that our technology does the heavy lifting for you. So our expert marketing suite, you're provided with a home tour. Hi, come on in.
Sorry, I'm just dropping off a payment.
Sure.
Oh, thank you.
So
Thanks.
You're provided a home tour. You're provided a single property web page. You're provided with marketing flyers. You're provided with HTML code for your email blasts and your digital marketing, links for Craigslist so that you can market your property, home tours. Everything that you need to market your property is automatically generated for you. In fact, you also get a unique code for every single property. So if you wanted to do a mailing, that mailing can include the unique property of the code. So the people in your sphere of influence, people that know you, when they receive your postcard, they can see details about your property as well. So we're very excited about the Expert Marketing Suite. Let me just show you a quick video explaining how the Expert Marketing Suite works. And what we've done is we created this video for our agents to use. And our agents, they use this video, they give it to their sellers. So they'll tell their sellers the night before the appointment. They'll say, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I'm gonna see you tomorrow for our listing appointment. Before I see you, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I need you to text list with exit to 85377. And when they do, they're gonna get this consumer-facing video that explains why you, the exit associate, is the perfect choice when listing their property. Here's the video.
At EXIT Realty, we believe that the technology we use to market your home should be both high-tech and high-touch.
In the next few minutes, we'll be demonstrating some of the cutting-edge technology we'll use to maximize your home's exposure and market it effectively to the largest pool of potential buyers.
EXIT Realty has put together a marketing strategy designed for you, the homeowner.
When it comes to successfully marketing your home, our experience and technology will stand out.
Our Smart Sign technology is the first tool in our marketing toolbox. Utilizing geolocation technology similar to that of your car's GPS system, our Smart Sign encourages buyers to text EXIT to 85377 for information that will be delivered immediately to their mobile devices. This includes photos, price, and the details of your home.
If you text EXIT sign to 85377 right now on your own mobile device, you'll see an example of what a potential buyer sees.
But that's not all. When a potential buyer texts for information, your agent receives their mobile number, allowing the agent to respond to the buyer immediately, either by phone
or by text to arrange for a personal viewing of your home.
Next up, we will create a custom website exclusively for your home with its own unique web address. Here, an interested buyer can focus on your home exclusively.
This beautiful website showcases your home the way it deserves to be, and you can share it with your friends and family.
This website has lead generation technology built in.
An interested buyer can text your agent's unique mobile business card to request a showing in real time.
There's also a downloadable flyer that can be used for open houses or for prospects who visit your home.
This flyer displays the property's unique text code, so if the buyer has the flyer in hand, they can still text for information, including the virtual tour. There is even mapping functionality to get directions.
We will create a virtual tour to showcase your home, which we will syndicate to popular real estate portals for maximum exposure across the internet.
The majority of today's buyers start their home search online, and that's where your property will be, front and center with its own unique website and virtual tour.
We know how important communication is, so we will work with you in partnership in the sale of your home.
We will keep you informed every step of the way. Your EXIT real estate professional has the expertise, the tools, and the strategy to maximize your home's exposure and generate and capture leads.
We would love the opportunity to help you sell your home.
The rest is up to you.
We wish you the very best in your home sale process.
So again, that text code, list with exit, we showcase that. We give that to our agents. Our agents use that continuously before they go to the listing appointment. And the strategy is the homeowners, the sellers, they have that, they get to hear all that great information about how powerful your technology is. So that when you get there, the day of the listing appointment, they're already well versed in how powerful your tools are and how you're gonna sell their home quickly. As your VP of Technology Engagement, I make it my passion to teach our agents how to actually apply the technology. I come into the region. I actually live here in Arizona. I'm in Mesa. So anytime that the leadership here says, hey, Annette, we'd love for you to be in this office or in our Gilbert office or anywhere in the valley, I come there. And the agents bring their laptops, they bring their phones, and we actually walk through the technology together. So it doesn't matter how comfortable you are with technology or how fearful, it doesn't matter. We take you from where you are today and we help increase your confidence so that when you leave the room, you've applied the technology and you have confidence in how to use it every day. This is just a few examples of some of our live workshops that we've done across the country. And we have every generation represented here in these photos. They're not scared. They have a really good time because they're in an environment where they're treated with respect. And we don't, we want to help them understand how to use the technology. Number 4, we build a team that's supportive and fun, much like a real family, okay? We encourage each other and we enjoy being with each other. Culture for us is really important. Leadership is approachable and accessible. I'm one of the executive members of EXIT Realty Corp International's executive team. And I love it when our agents call or they send a text or they send a Facebook messenger. I love that. And they're always surprised, like, wow, I've been with other brands, but I've never have been this close to leadership before. We'll all get a response. So they love that. We think it's important to always be accessible to our agents. This company is by invitation only because there is a specialness about this company. And our agents go out and seek out other leaders that are great representatives in the real estate industry. We want to keep that same culture. Everyone has a vested interest. When you invite someone into the company, you want to help each other, make sure that each is, thrives in the real estate industry. It creates a mentoring spirit, a culture that's caring and sharing, much like a really good family. At EXIT, we believe in the importance of being a good corporate citizen. To date, we've pledged more than $4 million to our charitable fund. And through the Spirit of EXIT dollar for dollar matching program, EXIT offices and associates, they can raise money for local approved registered charities and apply at EXIT head office to those funds so that our head office can match those funds dollar for dollar. We've had some amazing fundraising for that our agents have led. They've built complete homes through Habitat for Humanity. They've raised $35,000 and we were able to match that, and they were able to present a huge check and do a complete build. Prompter, just to show you how our company is, it's not just about real estate. It's about helping you be the best version of yourself. Our company has developed an app called Prompter. Prompter is an affirmation app. And the importance of affirmations, and you're familiar with affirmations, yes? Affirmations are positive statements in the present tense.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and not just that you say them, but that we believe that you actually write them down. So if you note this, write this down. It's Prompter. If you go to Prompter on any device, you can sign up for free. And it's not an EXIT. We don't brand it an EXIT, although it's a beautiful teal color. Okay, we won't deny that. But it's an everybody app, right? Because we don't want people to say, oh, that's an EXIT thing. No, that's an everybody thing. Prompter is fantastic. This is an app. You can take it with you anywhere you go. I love it because it doesn't matter how good you eat or how often you exercise. It's what you think. What you think about is what you manifest. And real estate can be difficult, can it not? Mm-hmm. So you need to constantly be thinking positive thoughts about yourself. Well, in the app itself, I've been using Prompter and I've been submitting my affirmations through the app, and I'll show you as it comes up. I'll just click on check my progress 546 times through the app. I'm unstoppable, right? I'm unstoppable. And that's important. So I would love for you to access Prompter. Steve Morris has been doing affirmations for many years, many decades. This is something he's always done. And now he's poured into not only our executive team, but our regional team, our franchisees, and our agents. We just know that when you have a better mindset about yourself, you have a better, you possess incredible things outwardly. Number 5, we expose our agents to a plan to make over 100%. Come on in. To make over 100%, to build their own business with passive and residual income so that they can truly create retirement security, which is absolutely unique to real estate today. Come on in, grab a seat. Come on in. I want to sit by my friend. For sure. We're all your friends. Come on in. So here's the question. What's your plan to build a financial foundation and secure your retirement? This was actually an article that was written by Jim Parr about what's your plan? Well, here's what they say. Your plan is to earn more than you spend, minimize recurring expenses, plan for foreseeable special purpose needs, avoid debt, especially on credit cards, prepare for unforeseen emergencies, and once the financial foundation is built, then you can start investing. We believe there's definitely a better way. So here's Robert Kiyosaki. Are you familiar with Robert Kiyosaki? Yeah, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, right? So he also wrote a book called The Cash Flow Quadrant. So here's the quadrant. It's 4 sections. Now, Robert Kiyosaki says you could be successful if you are on the left side of the quadrant. I'll give you what the letters mean. The letter E is for employee. The letter S is for self-employed. The letter B is business owner, and then the I is for investor. Again, Robert Kiyosaki said you could be successful on the left-hand side of the quadrant, on this side. But he said if you want to achieve true wealth, you need to be on the other side of the quadrant, on the right, as a business owner or investor. Now, if Robert Kiyosaki was in this room right now, and he was to listen to our formula, he would give us a standing ovation. Here's our 4-minute million video.
You know, for real estate agents, there's not much financial security. When the only income streams are taking listings and making sales, agents tend to live paycheck to paycheck, spending their commission in advance and rarely saving for the future. You're only as good as your last transaction, and when you stop selling, your income stops flowing. But all over the US and Canada, real estate professionals have discovered an additional revenue stream that fills in the gaps between closings and gives them a financial future that has never existed in real estate before. This new revenue stream is called sponsoring, and it's made possible by EXIT Realty. Through sponsoring, agents earn residual income by introducing other agents to the EXIT system. It's not a multi-level scheme. It's a proven single-level system that works a lot like it does in the music and insurance industries. You do the work once and get paid over and over again. For example, Mary is an agent with EXIT Realty, and John is an agent with another brokerage. Mary thinks that John would enjoy working at EXIT Realty too, so she introduces him to her broker, and he is hired. At EXIT Realty, he will immediately start on a 70-30 commission split. That's 70% to him. As a reward, Mary will instantly receive a residual bonus paid by EXIT Realty Corp International every time John closes a deal as an EXIT Realty agent. Mary's bonus is the equivalent of 10% of John's gross commissions, and Mary's bonus doesn't affect John at all because it isn't paid from his 70%. So if John is producing $50,000 a year, that's a realistic annual income. That's an additional $5,000 every year in Mary's pocket. That $5,000 quickly grows to a much higher number when you start multiplying it. If Mary sponsored, say, 10 people into EXIT, all producing $50,000 a year, that's an extra $50,000 a year on top of her own commissions. Now imagine Mary's bank balance if John earned $75,000 or $100,000 a year. It sure adds up. By the way, when John's commission hits $100,000, his commission increases from 70% to 90%. The money is flowing everywhere. The great thing about sponsoring with EXIT Realty is that when Mary decides to retire or take a break from real estate, her 10% residuals automatically turn into 7% retirement benefits. Finally, a real estate company that cares about your retirement. For as long as the agents that Mary sponsored continue working at EXIT Realty and are closing deals, Mary will continue receiving the equivalent of 7% of their gross commissions. Plus, when you join EXIT Realty, you designate someone special as your beneficiary, and should anything happen to you, all of your sponsoring residuals instantly turn into the equivalent of 5% beneficiary benefits, so your loved ones are taken care of. EXIT Realty agents get a piece of the action from the 10% sponsoring residuals and true peace of mind from the 7% retirement benefits and 5% beneficiary benefits. So just imagine, if you sponsored 10 people into EXIT Realty, each earning $100,000 a year, that's $1 million in your bank account in 10 years. Could you do anything with that? What are the chances of you having $1 million in your bank account doing what you're presently doing? And with EXIT, you can be confident knowing that you're backed by a top award-winning brand with world-class training and digital marketing tools. A company that's dedicated to helping you and the agents you sponsor achieve success. EXIT Realty is the formula that works. You owe it to yourself and your family to take a closer look.
So it's real money, which we're very proud of. We paid out $1/3 billion in residual income for our associates. I'll put you on the spot, Keith and Deanna. Do you know what your numbers are for? Real money, and our agents have done some extraordinary things with that. They've gone on vacations without putting it on debt. They've paid for educations, college. They've paid for homes. They've built homes in other countries. What have you guys paid out in residual income for Arizona?
Residual income in Arizona just in 2018 is $193,830.
Which is amazing, paid out by EXIT Realty Corp International, which is incredible. Doing already what you love to do, right? List and sell homes, that's it.
I'd like to talk to you about.
Let me back up a little bit. So the name EXIT, have you ever thought about the name being, and that's kind of an unusual name. Anybody?
Mhm.
Yeah, right? Me too. I'll be honest with you. I thought, have we run out of ideas for names? But I gotta tell you, it's sheer genius. And Tammy Bunnell, our CEO, will explain why.
I'd like to talk to you about the EXIT name. So many people think it's unusual for a real estate company to have EXIT as a name. But I want you to think about it from a marketing perspective. EXIT is the most widely used word in the world. Think about it from real estate. Everyone is looking for an exit strategy. List today, move tomorrow. There are more exit signs out there on the highways. You have to exit to get off the highway. You have to exit to get out of a building. You have to exit to get off your computer. The name is so widely used that everybody recognizes it. But from a marketing perspective, think about the fact that what would you have said 20 years ago if somebody said, I want you to invest in Yahoo or Google, right? Everyone thought they were crazy names. There are more than 250,000 names that get branded every single year in North America. And if you just fit in, that's all that's going to happen to your company. This was so well thought out, not only the EXIT name, but teal, favorite color of Generation X and baby boomers, who's buying and selling real estate. A simple name that you can remember, people driving down the highway, driving down a street where there are listings, actually drive by, and even if it's another listing, oftentimes call us because it's the name they remember. What are you going to be remembered for? I dare you not to notice the exit signs.
EXIT is everywhere, everywhere. And now you'll be more aware of the EXIT name as you go through your day-to-day. It stands out. If you've ever, I've traveled on at least 100 planes a year for EXIT Realty Corp International. I love that they say exit during the safety instructions about 11 times. Not once will you hear them say Coldwell Banker, Century 21, Remax, not once.
Remax to the left.
Right? We even have our own row. But it's comical though, but if you think about it, even my husband, as we're driving to Iowa, as we're going across, the country, and I see all these signs, exit now, exit here, exit with this number, how much would it cost for another brand to put their name on every single sign? Genius, such genius, and it really stands out. We're growing about 80 to 100 agents a week. We're painting the country teal on both sides of the border, both in Canada and also throughout the US. We're really proud of our growth. People are recognizing that it's time for more. It's time for more. When people say, well, I'm on a, certain split, or they're getting 100% commission, our response is that all? Just 100%, is that the best that they can do? At EXIT, you can do more than that. So why EXIT? Well, we help you, honestly. I was just in Yuma, Arizona with our office there. Jennifer and Enrique Rascon, they're amazing. They have an agent there who's battling a really rare form of cancer. She sponsored just a handful of people into EXIT. And those agents, all they're doing is helping clients buy and sell. Well, every time a deal closes, the agent, one that's battling,
Jennifer Farley.
so Jennifer, she receives residual income as a result. It's been paying her mortgage for the last 18 months. So that all she has to think about is getting better. That's it. And if you think about that for a moment, if you're with another company and something happens to you, because things happen, and you can't work anymore, you can't work for an extended period of time, where is that income going to come from? Now, in the audience, who's the primary income provider for your family? How many of you are the primary income provider, right? What happens? What happens if that's no longer able to be a contribution to the home, right? So at Exit, it was a very well thought out, solution that really helps take care of the agents. So that's why we help you. And at this point of the presentation, which thank you so much for allowing us to share this, but usually at this point of the presentation, we have 3 different types of people in the room. One individual might be, you know what, I get it, I love it, and I'm in. Which if that's you, I want to be the first to welcome you to Exit. And then there's the other type of person in the room who says, you know what, this is interesting, I definitely want more information, I want to be able to talk to someone confidentially, which we do have leadership here in the room that you can go and speak with. And then we have the third person in the room that says, you know what, this was very interesting, I'm happy where I am, and we're just thrilled that you're here to allow us to tell you the story. But before you leave here and on your way home, when you drive home carefully, try not to notice the exit sign. Thank you so much for allowing us a free moment.
I want to take a minute too. My name is Deanna. I'm along with my husband Keith. We are the regional owners of EXIT Realty Arizona. We are looking to grow. We're looking for leaders. Keith and I have been, and I apologize for my frog, the allergies from the rain. Oh my gosh. Keith and I are looking for leaders. We've been in the real estate business for about 16, 17 years. Through highs and lows. We had the highs of the highs and the lows of the lows. And what do you do when you are at the bottom of a real estate market? You go buy a real estate company. So that's what we did. We bought this little office, and after 2 years of me doing property management, I had a little slight meltdown, and I said, I don't want to do this anymore. We need to do something else. I want to be able to teach, mentor, train agents to do a really good job, because in property management, you see all kinds, most of them not very good, to be honest with you. But I know that in real estate, there are really good people and there are really good agents. We have a lot of friends that are really great agents, and they help and they care about their clients and they take care of them. So we went on a long journey, a year-long journey, to try to find a brand. We thought, well, we need technology, we need help, we need leadership, we need all this stuff in order to grow our little office. And we searched all of them. And here's basically what we found, because we did look at every single one of them. Every one of them you can imagine. Here's what we found. We were told, stop thinking like a real estate agent, start thinking like a business owner. Who cares what your agents do? You will bring them in and they're nothing but a profit center. And I am quoting a big brand that told us that. Keith and I walked out of that meeting finally and went, what are we doing? Are we crazy? Have we lost our minds? Hi, come on in. Hey, come on in. We'll grab you a chair. Come on in. Okay. So what we found, and it was by accident, somebody came and knocked on our back door. There is a back door over there. And we never answered the back door. We just happened to that day. We knocked on the back, or somebody knocked on the back door, and he had an exit card. He was actually an exit office in this building, and we were like, there's another real estate company in here? We had no idea.